I am standing here at the Bong Buffet that has been curated by the internationally famous Doreen Sullivan. And I just found out, just how much of an influence you are in the industry. There's so many people out there, and I'm really bad with names, but faces I remember forever.
Right.
So I will always remember you and what you've put into this too, from just learning that. Okay, so this is Doreen Sullivan. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on, Doreen.
Hello, Kimmie. I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you all, and welcome to the Bong Buffet. So I basically curated some of my best sellers into a gorgeous buffet. First of all, we're in Vegas. So if you don't go big in Vegas, you can go home. Secondly, this is like the best buffet in town, and my buffet is really lit with the products that I've made over the past 10 years in the cannabis space. I'm an international product developer. I am not a glass blower. I'm a product manufacturer, and I love the art of glass blowing. I honor the art of glass blowing. I'm next to the best glass blower in the world, Jason Harris. I just wanted to kind of create something for the industry that really brought it into the home, into the home decor area. So I did a curated tabletop display around some of my favorite pieces and to inspire people in the creative process. If we're making things in an industry that has a lot of product, how do you get inspired to make something unique and different? That's what the Bong Buffet is supposed to do, is inspire the creative process in all of us.
Yes. So what got you totally started? What got you to where you thought Bud, like your Bud Vase? Okay.
So how I started my Bud Vase,
Yes.
my aha moment was a final hide the bong dance. So I literally was in South Carolina, and I had just took a little sesh after a hard day, and there was this loud knock on my door, and I was like, oh, like all of us, like, oh shit, and I hid my bong amongst my vases, and then sprayed the house, opened the door. It was a carpenter who had to get on the roof, and when he left, my heart was just pounding, and I'm like, that is the last effing time that I'm going to deal with this. And I had my bong hid behind a vase that was shaped like a bong, and I always thought, this vase looks like a bong. And I literally was like, wait, I'm a product developer. Now is the time. And as I walked around my house, I'll never forget it, I went to the mirror and I held the vase up to my face, and I'm like, okay. And then I held the bong up to my face, and as a woman, I'm like, this looks beautiful, this looks ugly.
Yes.
This is pretty, this is phallic, and I was like, that's it, and I understand how to make products, and I'm like, I think I'm the one. And that aha moment was a calling for me to create, to literally take charge and lead the artistic movement of bringing cannabis to the home decor, putting cannabis on a pedestal where it belongs, and creating beautiful pieces that people will collect and enjoy on a daily basis.
It is very true with that, the hiding of, we all grew up with the illegal, everything's been illegal. We were always hiding. The bongs and pipes and stuff like that were so stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yes.
Otherwise, you thought, like you're stashing them behind the couch.
Yes.
I used to hide mine in the most odd places so people wouldn't see, and never would have thought about that. And when I saw these before, I was so in love with them. Like at another event, I saw Bud Vase, okay? And I was like, this is so bougie me. This is Kimmie Cannabis all day long. So I look so forward to going in and checking out what you have, and I'm going to really spotlight on here.
Okay.
So what you said you collaborate and things with people?
I do. So, for example, as we go into the Bong Buffet, one of my best collaborations is with a filmmaker and a writer in cannabis space, JM Balbuena. We went on a tree tour. I created a tree bong. She just wrote a book called Green Renaissance. We met each other at another cannabis conference, and we became friends. And I was like, will you go on a journey with me? And we went on an over 2,000-mile journey, authenticating the process and going into retail stores and talking to store owners and showing them my bongs, and bringing her book to the table, because everybody needs to be educated in cannabis, and educate that there's a new way forward. So thank you for being here to find those ways and those collaborators.
It's important.
Yeah, it really is. But like at this show, I'm collaborating with Jason Harris, being next to him. I'm always When I started this business, as somebody who's been in business for decades, I realized, and I told people, it's not always the biggest companies that you need to collaborate. It's the ones that are just starting that really need the brands
It's
to
to lift
say
up.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, that's why so many people know me in this space, as you said, because I really support, the first time I see a new woman especially come into the space with, I don't care if it's a dining company or a new product or an edible, I'm going to go to her and say, do you need, like, how can we work together and how can I help you?
That's fabulous.
Yeah, I really think so.
We really, really need more female supporting female
Yes.
work out there done. I appreciate that so much. I'm a very big advocate for women's rights and women's just, support the women in cannabis all the way.
Yes.
So I appreciate you. You've been out here doing this.
For a decade.
Yeah, I like
10
it.
years.
That's a lot. I've been like 8 on doing like what I've been, and it seems like it's been longer because, but it seems like fun at the same time.
Yes.
Because it's what we love.
Yes. Well, and not to be a feminist, there are phenomenal products, and there's such a great industry in cannabis, and I love when people collaborate together. But from a product development perspective, there's a grand canyon in the preferences of what men like to smoke out of and what women like to smoke out of, and I think we can bridge that gap. So you want to go into the Bong
I
Buffet
want
and
to
see?
big time.
Okay, let's look at what we got.
Okay.
All right, you ready to step up to the
Yes,
table?
yes,
Okay, here we
yes.
go.
Okay, let me get.
All right, Kimmie, so let's start here. So I made 100 of these sets just for MJ Biz. This is my new set called Eucalyptus, and it's inspired by the flower, which is a eucalyptus tree. I also added a little eucalyptus oil, essential oil, because why not, right? It doesn't have to just be, cannabis products. It's really about showing that our cannabis life fits into a normal life and a wellness life especially. So this is a wellness-driven product. And you get all 3 pieces here, and this is my cash and carry. And this is my Bong Buffet sign. So we have like 6 different tables. And then I also just made this. This is my new rolling tray. It's got a nice lip on it. So unlike a lot of trays, it's not just flat. You can use it as an appetizer dish as well. And it's got a beautiful, like very soft etched cherry wood made in America. I'm a global product developer. So I actually import from 11 different countries. Many people in the cannabis space, they have 1 or 2 suppliers, but I tend to, I've been a global product developer, so I work in 11 different countries importing products and elements that I put together in my pieces. This is a giveaway here that is called Pot Pie. It comes with a pie dish. So this is a repurposed vintage set, and it's our giveaway. If you snap a picture and you share it, you get to win our pot pie set at the Bong Buffet, right? How cute is that?
In the video.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So what is it, 2025, the year of the snake? So this is our snake table. And this is to look at the amazing year that we've all had shedding our gold skins and getting ready for the year of the horse and moving forward. But this table is inspired by my set, which is Burmese here. Initially, I designed this piece when I was at a Mike Tyson party, a mansion party, and everybody was smoking out of just weird stuff on a table, and I'm like, let's do a centerpiece for Mike Tyson. So that was my initial piece, and then this is our vamp vase. It really matches here. This is a very lady-driven piece. It comes with the little earrings, and this is actually an amulet that you can turn into a necklace.
Oh, I'm so
Right?
in love with
I
your
know it's.
stuff.
I just listen. This is what I call exacting. Women exact. We want the exact right colors with the exact right nails, the exact right this. This is my number 1 piece, Stardust. She's a beauty, isn't she?
Gosh, exquisite.
And then my background is an advertising agency. All of the photos and all of the marketing I actually do because I come from advertisement and consumer product development and working in entertainment marketing. So I just love, my favorite thing is the photo shoots behind my products. They're as much fun as designing the products themselves.
I mean, they're so beautiful and sexy. I would have fun photographing or
Yeah, and I love it. I love that people, especially women, create with what I created. That's the biggest compliment if somebody takes what inspires them that you made and adds their art to it, which is the perfect example with this set here. So this is the journey of this tree bong. So in 2024, last year, I was designing a tree bong, and I was in Vegas, and I was researching about, forest bathing, about hugging trees, about what trees give us. And during the process, I met this amazing artist and filmmaker, JM Balbuena, and I said, would you like to go on a journey with me? And she had just produced a book. And so the journey became our story of her promoting her book and me promoting my tree. So this is a recap of our entire Bon Voyage. And JM Balbuena is here somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yes, I would love to introduce you to her. She's become one of my dearest friends. Like, I mean, look at us. We met at a cannabis trade show, and 6 weeks later, we were on the road together.
Oh,
JM, she's here. There she is. There's my
how
girl.
lucky we are.
How you doing?
This is beautiful. These are
Isn't it?
beautiful pieces. I'm all about the nature stuff too. I'm really, really attracted to like wood pieces,
Yes.
like for my table or anything. So this would work.
Well, and as we were working on the tree, we kept going into the forest and looking like our pictures together. We had such a journey, and it was like really to authenticate the creative process. And then her book, Green Renaissance. I'll let you talk about the book.
Yeah, so Green Renaissance, I had just launched it when I met Doreen, and she decided that we should go, and she proposed that we went on this tour. And so we paired pretty much this tree bong with Green Renaissance, and it was magical. So thank you so much for bringing me along the ride, and come to the Bong Buffet. Yeah,
one of the best collaborations that I've had. And if you were at Blunt Brunch here in Las Vegas, there was an artist named Siat who stepped into the cannabis industry because of Vanessa Oliver, and like she stepped in and she did a song and she performed at Blunt Brunch. Well, Siat stands for Stuck in a Tree. So when I saw her, I was like, wait, we need to do something. So she actually created, she wrote a song called Sativa Dreams, gave it to JM, who created a video with the song in the base of the music. So we can give that to you, Kimmie, so that you can drive people to hear it and play it on your platform, because it's lovely. And it's her filmmaking, and she's going to win an Emmy one day. And I'm going to be in the audience when you do.
Yes.
And like, to us, this is collaborations.
Yes.
But like, even like, and then look at this. This is my little hummingbirds. Now, these hummingbirds actually, wait, hold this for 1 second. I'll show you. These hummingbirds actually fill your bowl.
Oh my gosh.
How cute is that?
That's
so
adorable. You guys.
I know, it's just like, don't get me started, because I can't. But I actually found these from an artisan group in Tlaquepaque, Mexico, and worked with a bunch of women to paint them, and now they're part of my line because they go with the trees and the toca cabanas. And then over here we have one of our top sellers, which is our mermaid bong, in all of the beautiful display. So this piece is just, I mean, it's one of my absolute favorites. It's got a phenomenal mouthpiece, and it's a really this piece rips. I know you're a bong girl, Kimmie.
Yeah.
This one is like right outside of the bathtub. You just put it there and you just like soak. But it's got a perfect mouthpiece.
That's what I was seeing. It looks like it would hug you that way.
Yeah, it really is just a lovely piece. All of my pieces, like, I design with multiple materials: porcelain, ceramics, glass. People ask me all the time, can you add, like dab rings and stuff to these pieces? And I don't recommend it because, that's with borosilicate glass. I don't use borosilicate glass. I use all different mediums, and that's kind of my deal. So I work with soft glass, and it works for me, and it works for my customers, and it's pretty. And did you know that all of our pieces will have a flower poker? So, like, this is the mermaid one.
You've thought of everything.
I love developing products. In fact, so you know what? The number one, if we have any problems with breakage, it's because of a cat playing with the flowers.
Okay.
And so, like, it's the mermaid. The cats love these so much. I literally have sent some of our customers, they're like, my bong broke, and I'll send them a bong and some catnip.
You've heard it so many times.
I was just like, time for the catnip.
Yeah.
And then over here, these are we got really famous for these pieces. These are relief flowers from a design perspective, ceramic flowers with relief, something that comes out and is attached to a product. So these are all my relief flowers. So this is rosette. This is the rosette line. And this is actually the poker as well. Super cute, clears your bowl. Put it in, turn it around. This is the #1 Mother's Day gift. This is rose, right? In pink, ivory, and lilac. And These we've sold since the beginning. I think I designed this originally in 2017. This is my friend's collection, and it's Rachel, Monica, and Phoebe. Because you get high with a little help from your friends. And so these have like the beautiful, like, rhinestone flowers, and these have a cone bowl, and they're very affordable. I want to make sure that I can offer consumers a product that's affordable for them to enjoy their cannabis and try something different.
Yeah.
So, these are only $100 retail.
Yeah.
So, why not? And then I get like kind of crazy with like, I'm into bubbles right now. So these are my new bubble pieces. Aren't they cute?
Look at the disco ball.
Yeah, they're super fun. And then these, we kind of wrapped up the buffet with our jewel set. This is sapphire, emerald, and topaz. And this set is a reproduction of a vintage piece. And so this is like the Bong Buffet. And then I have these cute little things, like I have flowers to give out to the ladies.
Aww.
And it's just been great. I wanted to create something that felt different in the cultural section of a business trade show, but this is business. Like, I'm in business in the cannabis space. I've scaled up a product line that needs to help people move cannabis into their homes, put it on a pedestal, and honor the plant like it belongs. Thank you for covering this, Kimmie, and what you're doing. Karen and I saved each other. Karen and I had a very connected year of saving each other. This is Karen Cooper, and she works with women employed in cannabis, as well as Canasite, her own business, and she manages our website. We do all sorts of creative emails together. She's taken the operational nightmares out of my hands because I'm a creative and I got stuck in operations. I never want to do that again. And anyhow, but she supports all women in cannabis. She's got a network and she's building a database. You could tell us about that real quick?
Yeah.
Sure, yes. Women Employed in Cannabis, we're rebuilding the women's directory called the Green Pages. We have 20,000 plus members, but it's really hard to connect with each other when we're looking on social media or Googling. But so we need a central place where we can find someone who works in manufacturing or ancillary or packaging or whatever it is, so that we can work together and build each other up and lift each other up.
Yes.
Instead of maybe relying on the male businesses of the industry. No hate there, but we need to lift each other up and work
Yes.
together. Yeah.
Definitely. So how can they find you?
WomenEmployedInCannabis.com or WEICWomen.com. We also have a huge Facebook group and a LinkedIn group, and on all the social platforms, so you can connect there as well.
That's fabulous.
And we're doing free directory listings through the end of the year, so get on the directory now while it's free.
Oh, yay.
Free and easy.
I just have to say, I think you two need to schedule a time for you to be on her bi-monthly show.
Oh, okay.
Because that would be
Yes.
good to, and this is how it works. I'm the girl who's like, all right, these two, plant this seed.
Yep. I'm all
No,
about
no,
that
next-
life. I'm a
yeah.
hairdresser of 40 years. I'm all about
Oh,
the,
yeah, so you
the
know.
refer-
Oh,
the
you know.
networking, the
Yes.
helping, lifting, all that.
Yes.
So
Well, and there's just like, it's, we don't want to divide, the world between men and women and all, but there's different preferences, especially when it comes to things in business and in this industry. So it's an honor to be part of that and to work with amazing badass women like you, like her, and me, and you, and you, and you.
all right.
All right.
So after showing me around here and all of the creations, like you really are a creative genius, I have to say. I mean, I know you know this, but
Thank you. I'm going to
You-
take the title. I fought it for a long time. I'm like, it sounds so hubris. And I'm like, actually, no, I really am.
No,
It's
you
my
are.
gift. Everybody has their gift, and
Yes.
I live to create.
yes, you are a creative genius. You can't deny it anymore. I've seen it. Everybody sees it. So how do they find you to be able to order these?
Oh, okay, so you can go to mybudvase.com, or you can go at My Bud Vase on Instagram. But if you want to get on the website, it's just go to mybudvase.com, and we have 25 beautiful designs, and honestly, we're the #1 gifted bong in the world. And I always, if you sign up from the website, for our emails, you'll get like all the promotions. I'm always doing something crazy. I'm adding a this to that, or a gift with a purchase, or a buy one, gift one, So I really have fun with the people that are connected to us. And the world today, you don't always know in the cannabis industry how your social accounts are going to last. One day it's great, the next day you're like, you're banned. But on mybudvase.com and signing up to our emails, you're always going to stay connected.
That's awesome. I'm so excited because when I get home, did a couple scan codes.
Ah.
I am ordering. I think that I know lots of people that need one of these for Christmas.
Yes.
Or whatever,
Or
birthdays.
Valentine's.
Yeah, Valentine's.
Or Mother's Day.
I mean, every wish here, every
Yes.
want, every like every kind of taste. You've
Well,
touched on all the taste.
Kimmie, that's the biggest compliment to me is that people know the names of my product and not just my brand. And I really want to personify, because you might love a mermaid piece.
Yeah.
Somebody else loves the snakeskin piece. Somebody else loves the discreet piece. And I try to design for also different areas in the home. Like this is a windowsill bong, and this is like out in your patio, and this
Yeah.
is like in the bathroom. My vamp piece, for example, that you love with the amulet, that to me is like, that's where you put your makeup on.
Yeah.
It's like the vanity. And then like you smoke a little bit as you're getting ready to go out and have a good night. So
I love them.
yeah, well, thank you so much for the respect and the love. Is she the best?
Totally adore everything about this, and I really want to work with you and
Yes.
collab possibly for High N Heelz next year. I could so see a bougie
Yes.
heel bong of some sort.
Let's do it.
I mean,
Yes.
I know that you have that. I'm just sparking it. I'm
Okay.
just sparking it, okay?
When is this event?
Well, it's going to be about October, even
In
if we
where?
shot in Oklahoma City.
okay, I've never actually physically been in the Oklahoma City market. I've driven through, and I've always wanted to see because the cannabis industry. It's almost like you're on tour, like I'm managing a band.
Yeah.
There's clusters of areas in New York, and then there's the LA scene, and then there's the. So I would love to go to the Oklahoma market
Yeah,
if
let's
it
bring
works.
you in.
If it works possible, and then maybe we could do a meet and greet for some of your audience, and I can teach some people how to develop product, because I'm launching a product development channel next year.
Oh my gosh. So we
Yay.
we just started a different branch from High N Heelz called the High N Heelz Garden Club. And it's a inclusive, exclusive, safe zone for,
Oh.
like as far as like smaller events, plugging into community.
Yes.
And we're going to do tea parties too.
Oh,
I think that we would have to
Hello.
schedule
yes.
a meet and greet high tea.
Yes, let's do a meet and greet high tea. That would be
Yeah,
great.
Okay.
That would be great.
Okay. Well, I look forward to it.
Okay.
Thank you again for everything that you're doing and the community for women.
Yes.
And I
My
look
pleasure.
forward to seeing you again.
I love
Oh,
it. Thank you.
Oh, love
Thank
it.
you so much. Everybody take care. She's amazing. I appreciate women like this bringing all of our talents out in the world and to the light.
It's important. It's important.
Yes, we got
Support
this.
Bud
Yes.
Vase.
Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you, Doreen.
Bye.